Now, we first mentioned this car a little more than a year ago, and now, here it is, the Renault Twingo RS. This is the first time Renault Sport has added its touch to this compact car, which confirms how much it's moved up in Renault's range. It's been beefed up both aesthetically and mechanically. The engine is a 1.6-litre 16 valves, developing 133 brake horsepower and 160 Nm of torque. Our first regret is the choice of a 1600cc atmospheric, where its direct competitor, the Fiat Abarth 500, has a 1400cc turbo. Its 133 brake horsepower run out of steam at 6,750 RPMs, so all the action takes place at around 5,000, making it more of a strain. The Twingo RS has some of the same problems we found with the Clio RS, a lack of punch, and whether you choose to drive aggressively or not. For example, at 130 km per hour, the 1600cc runs at more than 4,000 RPM, which is somewhat noisy. It would have been diligent to throw in a sixth gear. As for the aesthetics, well, the Twingo RS is sharp. At the front, there's a very large air intake, the wheel wells have been widened, the mouldings for the fog lights and rear view mirrors are aluminium coloured. You can even choose some decorative stickers. At the back, there are twin muffler pipes and an aluminium grey roof spoiler. In the interior, the dashboard hasn't changed, but the pedals, gear shift lever and handbrake are aluminium. The bucket seats feature red sewing. While the Twingo RS is sporty, it conserves its modularity. Renault has seen its latest project all the way to the end because they've created two Twingo RSs. The red car that we test drove is a chassis cup, and then there's the mauve chassis sport. The differences between the two is just €450 of cost. The suspension on the sport version is 10% less rigid, and the ground clearance is 4mm higher. It's shod with 16-inch wheels compared to the 17s of the cup. These differences make a big difference. The Twingo RS chassis cup has one strong point, that's its road handling. It sticks to the pavement much like the Clio RS. There's practically no body roll, the front axle is precise and the rear follows in kind. The brakes are up to the job and the steering is flawless. On this point, the Renault Twingo RS does the Sport logo proud. Unfortunately, as we earlier said, the engine gearbox combo does spoil the party just a bit when at the wheel. This pocket rocket will reinforce the Twingo's success in the European market. In just under a year, some 140,000 Twingos have been sold. It's leading in its segment in France.